Now let's talk about what I think everybody wants me to talk about. I guess we'll start here. I think I might have played some of the old Dragon Age on my old Twitch streams. The writing was on the wall with this fucking company. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember Bioware and some of the posts that they had put out there. I might can find it. I think we covered it talking about trans shit, and I'm like, why is a gaming company talking about this? It was inevitable, man. It was DOA. Okay, that company was gonna have its modern day approach. But what everybody's talking about today is pertaining to the. All right, let's just watch it real quick.
She, her, and they, them, and then your gender is man, woman, non-binary. Love that. Love the inclusivity. Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there. I absolutely was blown away by this. It's beautiful
bet you
to
were.
see the inclusion in the game and to see yourself represented.
And by the way, I almost fell asleep there. My apologies, because she went on about representation and all that shit. And she used about every buzz term that you could think of: the representation, the inclusion, and all that shit. Okay, I want to talk about this in a way that this can be a segment that will not get demonetized on YouTube, but I don't think I'm going to be very successful. So fuck it. I'm going to explain why the whole top surgery shit is retarded in this context. Okay, it's Dragon Age, right? Scars could be there, of course, right? Maybe you put that. And if you want to have a scar thing, right, that you could just put anywhere on the character, fine. Whatever. If that's what you want to do, you put that there, fine. Okay. But obviously, this is a virtue signal, okay? And the chick or they, them, or whatever the fuck that we just watched brought that up. Here's why in this context, though, even more so, it doesn't make any sense. So you're given this robust character creation. And let's say you are a trans person. So remember, I'm just going by what y'all told me. Damn how I feel about the subject matter, okay? What y'all tell me is that basically you want to look the way that you feel. So the body that God gave you, you thought God made a mistake. All right, you became an adult, and like I've said before, I've been very clear, as ignorant as I think it is. If you are an adult, maybe 18 is actually too young. Maybe we're talking 20 to 25, going through all your puberty, all that shit, right? And you want to cut your stuff off, you have a right to do it. I don't have to agree with it, but you have a right. Leave the fucking kids alone, but you have a right, okay? But that whole premise is based upon you thought God made a mistake and you want to make the adjustment. So why the fuck in a game where you can just make how you feel, which would be a woman, let's say that, or a man in this case, why wouldn't you just make a fucking man? Am I trying to look at this am I too analytical here? But I'm just going by based on what you told me. What's the point of making a transitioned elf or whatever the fuck if you could just make what you wanted to transition as, unless it's about something else? But yeah, everybody's talking about the lack of editorial on some other things, right? You can do all this top surgery shit, but it really gives you some limitations as far as what you could do to even present yourself as a more womanly character. And then you have this guy, whoever the fuck he is. Maybe it's Jim from marketing. I don't know if this is a real account. But the post went around, and I bookmarked it because I wanted to talk about this Gaslight here. So it says, you guys do realize that Dragon Age, the Veilguard, is rated M, right? If you as grown adult cannot get past the fact that there is an option deep in the character customization for top surgery scar, then I cannot fathom how difficult your day-to-day existence is. Don't buy the game, done. Go play something else. You're not fighting a battle alongside Grums. You're just wasting your fucking time. Okay. The rating isn't the problem, jackass. It's not that one can't get past it. It's that obviously resources have went into a lot of the modern day bullshit that a lot of people are tied to, on top of the other character creation limits that you can't even make with regards to even their fucking butt, but you can give them top surgery. So they wanted to make, and again, in the context, makes no fucking sense. It's a virtue signal to the modern day. That's all it is. Like I said, let's assume that they had a scar, basically, like they had a scar, essentially, tattoos and scars that you could like basically move around on the character, right? That's one thing. And then out of that character customization, you end up making you made them have basically top surgery. Stupid, but that's your business. That's not what we're dealing with here. You specifically called it a top surgery slider. It's fucking stupid. But here we are. And it's to be expected that there was going to be some backlash. Like I said, there's a lot of modern day, social weird, let's say modern authoritarian leftism in its approach with gaming in general and Dragon Age and BioWare, right? So of course people are going to talk about it. That is a stupid addition, but it's not. It's made specifically to signal to those types. The context of it doesn't even make sense. That's what I said. Like, why would you want to create if it is such a self-insert anyway? Why would you create? Because remember, the whole point of a transition is that you're trying to be something else. So why wouldn't you just create that something else? I don't know. Maybe I'm being lied to. Maybe all of that shit y'all was talking ain't actually what it's about. It's unfortunate, man, because like I said, I was thinking we're getting a new next gen sort of experience with Dragon Age. I was actually intrigued by it. But with some of the goofy shit that we're about to get, I don't know if I could be intrigued anymore, because I know that because it's already impacting the experience now, as far as not the gameplay experience, but you've told me as developers what you're focusing on. So if I gamble, get it, is the narrative shit going to be focusing on that too? Potentially. Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to Rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios.